Every Tuesday and every Thursday.
Hey, is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody out there?
It's the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank.
And Christina Carter.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank.
And Christina Carter.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick it.
Every Tuesday.
Everything is going
Every
down.
Thursday.
They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, the Roy Anthony
Every
Show. It's
Tuesday.
during the week, homie. The Roy
Every
Anthony
Thursday.
Show. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Come on and get a
Tap
call
in.
before we gotta
Tap
talk.
in.
What you listening to? The Roy Anthony
Every
Show. Come on
Tuesday.
and kick it with us, the Roy Anthony
Every
Show.
Thursday.
It's going down, homeboy, the Roy Anthony Show. Co-host.
Tap.
Big Hank, we give you what you think. Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do? I'm going to bring in my co-stars that's already in the back. We got Miss Willette. She's coming from the car. We see she was checking her baby toe. She's so sophisticated when you tease Miss Willette. Boy, she be like, boy, she give you them eyes that be like daggers. It's like, I will talk to you later. So what's up with you, Miss Willette Hurst and Joi Towner? What's up with y'all ladies?
What it do? What it do? Good morning, Sugarfoot, Sweet Face, Honey Bun. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling this morning?
I'm fantabulous.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I know I'm probably looking a little rough. I've been running. I've been grinding. You ever been grinding and other? I like Miss Hurst's book. What's the title of your book again?
Don't kill your vision for another man's baby.
Oh, you stuck for a second, for a little bit. It's don't kill your vision.
Don't kill your vision for another man's baby.
For another man's baby. You know, and that subject, you know, if we get into some stuff, we're going to get into that today. Let's give these shout outs. I'm Roy Anthony. Welcome to Roy Anthony Show. My co-stars, two of my co-stars here, two will be coming in. Miss Willette Hurst, Miss Joi Towner, right? I'm saying it right. Big Hank be coming in. He's always doing something for the church. And then Christina, like, I don't know what's going on. She been partying for her birthday, so she was going out of town. So she must have been having a hell of a good time, right? So anyway, I want to say a shout out first to the Woe Entertainment. Y'all know Richard King, who is the producer of the Woe Entertainment. Him and his wife is having their 20th year anniversary this Saturday, July the 23rd. It's going to be like a Woodstock. It's going to be bands, music, comedy, because I'm going to be there too, you know. And I want to give a shout out to all those who make this up. The Woe Entertainment, Richie King, his beautiful wife, Shelley, the co-creators, Goose and his family. They live in Cameron, Missouri. Then our social producer, Blue Phoenix, is in Springfield, Missouri, which is almost like 8-9 hours from them, you know. And then our other social producer, Athens, I think he lives in Ohio, along with our sponsor, Matthew Brooks, which I think he's in California or comes back and forth. So we all go back and forth. And what we've been doing is building up a worldwide network. They had this going on. And then I would say that I brought the Lowry seasoning salt. Okay, so and then Miss Willette Hurst is in Ontario. I think she's in Victorville at this moment. Um, Joy, I know she's in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Usually I'm in Long Beach, like today I'm in Kansas City, Kansas. Big Hank be coming from Long Beach, and Miss Christina's in Mississippi. Ain't y'all been to Mississippi?
Not yet.
Yeah. When as a kid, when you heard Mississippi, you was thinking about all the slavery stuff and all that. You know what I'm saying? I found that it seemed to be our city. It's just real poorer than where I'm used to. You know, in Los Angeles, people trip off of what we pay out in the West Coast. We pay a
Yeah.
nice price of
The
money.
West Coast is disrespectful.
But I think y'all
We
Midwest.
disrespectful, Joy.
Listen, disrespect.
Well, I think it's y'all utilities in the Midwest.
And the food.
Yes.
But that's disrespectful too. That's why I ain't there.
Well, I'm talking about like in like when I'm in Kansas City, yes, the housing is cheaper, but the utilities is like 250, 300 a month for electricity.
Yeah,
Well, I just know the Midwest just charge a lot in general because I'm originally from Chicago.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
oh, from shot. That makes sense
That's
why you that rough. That's why you like that.
well, what that mean?
See,
Yeah, but
you
it's
where you at is where you live at is very humbling, but your spirit is
Yeah,
very
I'm scared
like
what
you
you
don't
your
play.
say
your
'cause
phone
he
is
froze
making
up.
your phone is making you freeze a little bit with that. Your phone is making you freeze a little bit and stuff.
Is it still freezing?
Yeah, and then it gives you that little raspy on the side. And the only time we found that when we go through that is like when the sun is bearing. Is it hot where you at?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go through that and stuff. It ain't no problem. It's not bothering us or nothing. But
Uh,
sometimes you may freeze and something because I know there's weather. Joy's ain't gonna never go out because I think that weather and they mile high up in the air. Their weather is kind of a little cool, so the sensors in your phone don't never flare up. For real, I was in North Carolina and it was hot, and I had my phone and I was talking doing the podcast, and my phone was just freezing. Like, oh no, you try to hang up and you couldn't do the touchpad and they were saying that the heat makes it where the touchpad ain't sensitive to your fingertips.
Yeah.
So, Miss Willette, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantabulous, Mr. Walters.
Hey, that's my
She
government
hit you
last
with
name.
the
Yes, you see her just use my government last name. You don't see that thing right there and say Roy Anthony.
hit you with the
I see you got your full government name up there, Willette M. Hurst. I see Joy don't even put her last name up in there. She got Joy SNU. I specifically
I'm a
do not
plug
put
thug.
the,
People don't need to know
yeah,
my
she
last
just
name.
called my last name and they're gonna go to recording. Yeah, we knew that was him. I almost got away by that much. Now I'm caught.
Oh my Lord, help him.
Hold up, let me see where I gotta move to now. No, see, but look here. Sometimes I watch other people's podcasts.
Right.
You know, when we come together, we're having a conversation. Now, a lot of people don't, we come under the platform Woe Entertainment, but Roy Anthony under the Woe Entertainment. I want to give a shout out to the BB Nation, to all those who from the Oregon area. I was talking to Joy this morning about us going to that show. I know I'm probably looking a little rinky dinky because I've been doing some work both ways, right? And then I had to run. But always still, God gets the glory because no matter what we've been through, and that's just how I am. Now, I like, you ever watch Corey Holcomb? I
Yeah.
watch Corey Holcomb's podcast sometimes. And some people, I'm not a person who's into hating. I give props where props due. If it entertains me, someone asks me what you've been watching lately, I'm gonna say I've been watching Corey Holcomb sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Now, Corey Holcomb is real, like the initial to my name, like she stated, is raw. he is straight obliterated cut, right? He says, and I've been knowing Corey for a while, but he's more like him and Cat Williams and them are at a level where I'm like around here. Even since I've known him coming up, I'm still underneath, but I'm my own dude. But his commentary cuts it straight to the point. Cuts, I mean, and he's so raw with it. If you got sensitive ears, I would not listen because he's calling it like it is, like if he was on the side of the liquor store talking with some of the partners, and man, they're gonna cut. There's no getting away from it. And he brought up a subject that sometimes I listen to see if anybody else talks about it. I find myself in tune that me, just because he has his approach of coming about something, the subject is still there. Now I don't talk like he do because I'm Roy Anthony.
Right.
I talk the way I want to, I talk and I feel comfortable. He sometimes cuts it a little bit more raw and real and stuff like that. That's, I don't knock it. I understand, just like you ladies. He brought up a subject that I found so fascinating because I've been on this too. About how our society is the masculine. I want to make sure I'm saying the right word. They're trying to demasculate black men. Men are to be masculine, women are feminine. Now we can have tough traits and emotion, you know what I'm saying? But when people start trying to, and some woman started this a while back when they wrote that men need to try to get in touch with their feminine side. Y'all remember them that was going out when it first came out, saying that men aren't emotional enough to where they even had a book called Men Are From Venus, Women Are From Mars.
Other way.
I mean, men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, George. And the point is that all of a sudden, men need to be a little bit more emotional, while the women started turning to be where some of them turns to be masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now we're in a society where when it starts roller coasting. Nobody wants to talk about sometimes the gay community. I don't talk about the gay community because I really don't think, why would we consider the off-scale community, what you do in your household and the place you want to go to, it's on you.
Facts.
Now, I had to agree with Corey Oakland about BET. I can't even watch BET's awards and stuff. And I turned BET down 3 or 4 times. They don't make me or break me. If God is for me, who can be against me? I didn't like BET ever since they got bought off by Viacom. And Viacom is a white corporate ran network. That now they're telling them on how to be black.
That's so crazy.
True story, real point. And anybody, please take the floor. I was selected to be in Bringing Down the House. I was one of the extras and everything. So they told us bring wear street attire clothes to bring them, right? So when I showed up, I had on a white long t-shirt. I had on a short sleeve silk plaid shirt, and some jeans and some Timberland boots.
Okay.
When I get up to the dressing, the lady said, "Ooh, who picked out where'd you get your wardrobe from? This is perfect from the Saints." I said, "What you mean wardrobe? I brought this off the street." He said, "Wear it thuggish." There was over 100 people that they had to fit. The guys are coming with Afghans around their waist, sweaters for real. They had to show them how to dress like a thug. On the streets. The white folks,
It's
My
teaching
neighbors
them
tell you they know I love them for real. It took the white nerdy people
to teach you how to do
to
you.
teach them how. If you look at the movie Bringing Down the House, all the thug elements and all that, they gave them all their wardrobe. I was the only one who was like, "Oh, he dressed for this scene."
Because you ain't have to pretend it was who you was.
Oh, yeah.
That part.
You just hit that. You give that girl a big old teddy bear. You just hit that one on the bullseye. Now I got an 18-year-old, 14-year-old. They ain't asked me one time. For one, we can start off. I don't call my kids African Americans. I told them you're an American. That's one. I talked to my son. I don't need somebody when my daughter was 7 or 8. I don't need you to talk to her about sexual preferences and all that. That's for the parents. I didn't know it would become a public thing.
Absolutely.
I didn't know it was going to become a public thing.
Right.
Absolutely.
You didn't teach me about the birds and the bees. But now you want to say, well, you may have girly girl parts, but you think like a boy.
And see, I feel like, don't get me started, because I feel like
You
they
supposed to be
teaching these
started.
kids to be this way. I feel like, number one, it don't matter what you feel like. What was it called back in the day? Tomboy. We was tomboys when we did boyish things, but we're a girl. But that don't mean that, you know,
That we
I
wanted
like
to
girls
be
or
the
that I
opposite.
feel
Yeah.
like a boy
Yeah.
inside. And I feel like they brainwashing these kids and making them feel like this is what they're supposed to be because they do things a certain way. That's right back to labeling, when you should just accept the person for what it is they enjoy. Not tell them, oh, well, you feel like a boy inside because you like to do X, Y, Z. No.
But what about when they use examples though of this is what you to be like this, to get to this achievement, you may need to be like this.
But then you changing who you are.
Yep. To fit
You're
into
making
the
yourself
world's
to
way.
be what somebody else says you're supposed to be. Right.
Yeah.
But isn't this what they're teaching our kids? What
But
about
that's
that
why
little
teaching
teenage
starts at
boy?
home first.
That
Can't
little
nobody
Nas
teach your
X.
kid nothing that you ain't taught them first.
But
That's why
see, I
teaching
know,
got to start
Joy,
at home.
but Joy, check this out. But doesn't it all starts with the love of money? See, look, let me say that. Lil Nas X. Oh, I'm gonna take it a little bit deeper than that. When R. Kelly was dating the young lady, the one who passed, the singer, Aaliyah, she was underage, right? She was underage, and I found out that they knew she was underage. She was underage for even parents' consent in the state that she was from, right? But money, because did you know that Aaliyah's uncle still works as one of the managers for R. Kelly?
No, I didn't know that, but I never actually believed those rumors because I feel like everybody gonna have opinion just like they have an asshole, and everybody gonna have something to say. And because they was working together doing music, and they looked a certain kind of way in a video, you got to remember it's a video.
But he did marry her. They did marry. He was 30 or something, and she was 16. They did get married.
Well, I didn't see no real. Did you see that?
Yeah, they got married.
Yeah, they got married. They got a divorce.
They got married.
Like
so then the parents allowed it to happen because they wasn't been paying them.
Now, guess what? Exactly. Why they let that happen?
Money.
Because of money.
I know women.
Because of the money.
Yep, who had been on drugs, sold their own kids to dope dealers.
Yep.
I know that to be facts.
Let's push it all the way now to like we got my man, this little young guy, Lil Nas X. Sound like Lil Nas X was a victim of pedophiles.
That's what it seems like.
And now all of a sudden, he is, so I'm gonna make me a song. I'm going to ride this through that old hole. And I seen him on BET Awards. I was like, dude. Now I tell people on my comedy, you can go look at my comedy set, y'all. You can Google Roy Anthony if you want to on there. I tell people I have no problem with gay people. I've never have. I'm not homophobic. I'm against the twangs in the commercials you put out. Sometimes the man, like here's a brother go in the store and hey, and I'm like, you clicking your tongue, bro.
They doing team too much now, and I feel like it's
Yeah.
just an escalation. Like me
Like,
personally,
so okay,
yeah.
bro.
And
But
I'm like,
that's
I
the
don't
way.
have a problem with nobody what they do with their sexuality and any of that, but I feel like they shouldn't be throwing it in people's face. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be throwing it at these kids. You shouldn't be. They are very impressionable, and for
Yeah,
them
but
to be
that's why they doing it. See, look, I got co-workers. One of the engineers I work with, he's married to another guy. Look here, it doesn't never affect me. It never have said it's going to make me say, um, I can't work with you. I respect a human being. He doesn't put it out there like, oh, like the parades and stuff. What I see on BET, on the BET Awards, I saw a whole bunch of all concerts are supposed to be glittery and flowery and light up and everything. But I lied about kids who's looking at that because I know grown guys who were looking to be in a movie, and if they were willing to take that ride. When Big Hank was in, when Big Hank comes in here, you can ask him himself. Um, Everybody, all of us knew um, his friend, the comic, what's his name? What's Ricky Harris? We all knew. Everybody knew Ricky Harris in some way comic. And Ricky Harris was in a movie called Heat with Robert De Niro, um, um, Al Pacino, Val Kilmer, all these cats. And so when you make a movie like that, you rolling. But some guy came and picked him up and made some windows to him, and he told me in roll like that, he left Ricky right outside the highway. We got people sent up here, our society, dehumanize, and the men that say for instance, like myself, I'm a heterosexual male. When we it's trying to make us seem like we're frowned down upon when we talk about, well, here's Big Hank, he's in the house. Hey, what's up with you, bro? What's up, Big Hank?
Hey, what's up, Roy? What's going on, Willette? Joy, how y'all doing, man? Sorry about being late, man. It's a rough week on me, man. It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. The one who committed suicide when she was 21. It's her birthday, and then I just buried one of my best friends this weekend. So I apologize for anybody who called me and I didn't call you back. And if you call me now, and I probably won't answer either. So I just want to apologize to people who tried to get in touch with me.
Because I called you a couple of times and stuff. It was just off the wall. I was checking on you and stuff. But now I see.
I appreciate it.
We knew you. I always said you was doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Big Hank is about his family, y'all. I don't care what people say. It's about his family.
And then I got this dude with me. He's still here, man.
What's up, man? All right. Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you when I get in town.
Appreciate it, yeah, man. He gonna be here, man. I got him. I get him from Sunday to Wednesday, and they get him from Wednesday to Sunday, and we work it like that. So,
and
just
I was just telling
Big
Hank, we've been talking about how our society has seemed to be trying to demasculate the black men. We were just talking about how the little kids, they're teaching the kids like your grandson's age in the schools that you may be like a little boy, but you have the tendency of a girl and stuff like that.
Yeah, he don't need to know none of that. He don't need to know about none of that.
Exactly. They didn't teach us birds and bees.
You don't need to know none of that. Shit.
And this is what Governor DeSantis down there in Florida was talking about. See, they got this terminology, and people do stuff like this. They say words like woke, and then other people want to feel like they just intelligent. They won't even look up the words defining. They keep saying it. And like me, I said God has been putting into my heart that I'm a killer of cliches in the word, in the Bible, in the church. We constantly making cliches. And I'm getting to a point because we do this with our society. I used to say you can't take a like everybody else said in the streets, you can't make a hoe into a housewife.
Facts.
I'm pretty sure everybody would
Not
say
facts, but you know what I'm saying. Everybody
yeah,
see
they
it.
say that, right? But in
Everybody
the
said
word of
that.
God, he used prostitutes several times. They became one prophet's wife, and she was still flip-flopping that she got sold into slavery, and he had to go buy her and stuff, and she turned into a wonderful woman of God, and I think that her name is Ruth or something like that.
Well, that's who Jesus hung out with, the street people. He hung out with the prostitutes and the drug dealers and the the drug dealers and all that. So that's who needed help.
Your phone sound like
they didn't need no help. They got everything they needed, man. He came to serve those
your
that,
phone sounded robotic.
that were sick. Those that were sick, man.
Your phone sounded robotic, Hank. We couldn't hardly understand some of it.
I'm about.
He'll come back in.
You're gonna come back in.
Yeah.
I want to say something about what you're saying about the kids. So, if that's okay. So I saw it firsthand about our kids because I was a substitute teacher. I was in Durham, North Carolina. And one of the young girls came up to me and told me, don't call her a she or her or whatever the pronouns are now. And she told me, don't call her a girl. And I was like, I'm old school. So when she said that, my mouth was wide open. Then I mistakenly called her a girl, and the whole class corrected me.
Wow.
So the thing of it is that with them telling them to decide in the kids what they want to do, the kids have more power in the schools than the adults do.
You better say that. Don't get me started on that one. Now listen, that's why I left the school. For real, because after my stroke, I became a preschool teacher. And when I found how we had to start teaching these kids certain things that I felt like it wasn't conducive to their growth. It was only to put each other in boxes and to label you, and I didn't like that. And then when I found out you can't tell a child no more. You can't tell a child stop. You can't tell them don't.
You can't tell a child a whole lot of stuff now. Yeah,
I'm not going to be responsible for sending this child out in the world and not be prepared.
But the people who make up these laws are the ones with no kids, no responsibility.
Hey, dude.
Just like on race. Everybody who writes race theories have never encountered race. When I hear white people write down, I love my white neighbors, but they can't teach me about race relations with the police, because what you had to do is, there's a book called Black Like Me. It was wrote in 1966. It was wrote by a white guy who painted himself black. He burnt his hair a little bit to push himself black. And he said his whole world flipped. His whole world changed. Where is it? And he's seen it. What's up, man?
I just wanted y'all to tell. I wanted to say this, man. When you're doing something wrong, what I tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. Wow. All right. Don't do it, man. Stop. Don't do it.
That's all I'm saying. But y'all want to put these.
But you can't do that now in the schools.
But I feel like it's setting them up for failure. They setting them up so they can get their jail systems right. They want to make sure their jails stay full.
Well,
so they
this
keep
is
these
why.
Kids with this mentality.
They also give us before the pandemic. They tell people you got a choice to teach your child at home or let them go to the public school. See, our society, who has the money is the ones who runs. Have you ever noticed the gay society has never been broke?
You said the gay society what?
It's never been broke.
Oh no.
One of the richest guys that lives in Colorado Springs was the biggest endorser for President Barack Obama, which urged him to sign in the same-sex marriage law. See how quiet y'all got? I wish I was talking to
Yeah.
my 730 class.
Yeah. No, hey, but no, that's because we didn't. That's because we didn't know that. But we knew he signed the law. We just didn't know that somebody was behind it that made him. That had him sign it. We didn't know that.
But see, Big Hank, but see, a lot of them did. A lot of people did. And the thing is that sometimes when there's money involved, that's why what I was talking about in Hollywood.
It's not sometimes, it's all the time when money is involved.
When it's money, well, it's not even the money involved because when I work, I want to get paid. But it's the love of money. I'm not gonna pull
Big
my
money.
pants down with this other guy behind me so I can get this check.
Yeah.
I was explaining to them about what you said, what Ricky went through, Ricky Harris, what he went through after he did the movie Heat. I just brought that up.
Yes, sir.
Big Hank,
Yes,
you
sir.
said that one of the big guys picked him up in the car.
And it wasn't just the car, it was ragtop Rolls Royce, the double R, the triple R, ragtop Rolls Royce, all out with the 10 seats.
Your phone is still
oh, my bad, man. But yeah, man,
yeah.
Your phone breaking up, Hank.
I know, that's what he told me, man. I'm gonna go out again and try to come back, man.
Okay. And so what I'm trying to say to everybody, look, like I'm gonna tell you what's going on right now. What's going on right now, even with this. Now what it does, you ever notice it does like a snowball effect? It start out real small and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now it went to where the
domino effect.
The men who gets just because you got your sex change, think you're supposed to compete with the women. You still a man, dude.
That part.
Look,
that's all I'll be saying.
Remember that black dude? They was in the UFC. He got in there with that woman. He whipped that woman all around that ring. That should have been domestic dispute. He should have been for battery. How many times was police because a man hit his woman? He's a stronger vessel, right?
I wish you say that one more time. Say it for the people in the back.
The man is a stronger vessel.
For the man, for the people in the back row.
Masculinity, the man is real. Just because I lose
I got a sex change
genitals doesn't mean that you gonna be able to whoop me. Where there's Christina, we've been wondering where she was at. We was like, hey,
she been partying.
Partying and came back.
Look, I look a mess, y'all, but I said let me hop on real quick.
Okay, well at least we know you're alive.
Right.
Y'all. I am.
You heard what we've been talking about, right?
Yeah, I heard a little bit. Y'all talking about Leah and
we just about this dude. Look, there was a black UFC fighter. He gets his manhood cutting off. Now he's considered a woman. No, it needs to be a category of if you used to be a male, but you're not a male no more, you got to go with other guys who's not male. You put that man in a ring with a woman. Now, she's been a woman all her life. You was a man until you got your stuff cut. He whooped that woman all around that ring. To me, that was nothing but a spousal abuse.
That's what that is, because he was a man originally, and
he's still a man.
Now look at here, and this ain't no black thing against white thing. This is all racist. There's some white mothers that are upset because there's this new guy who was a swimmer. They want to vote him to be the for the College of Pennsylvania University as the female athlete of the year.
That's the craziest junk.
But that's where look. But that's where we at in this world, though. What it say? If the right is wrong and wrong is right. That's where we at. Everything is backwards.
It's fulfilling itself, though. That's
it ain't. If okay, look, they ain't show no attraction. They keep showing the operation is subtraction. There's not been a surgery called attraction, adding something. There's women that wants to be men.
They add breasts. And
women has wanted to be men. There's some women wants to be men. The doctors cannot figure out how to give them a penis and nuts so it can get hard. They give them. You go to the store and you get a rubber thing. The man can take an extraction. He loses.
And my thing is, whatever happened to just teaching people to love themselves no matter what? You was
That
born
part right
this way.
there.
You was
That
born
part
how you
right
was
there.
born.
Their
That's it.
counter
That's all.
joy, but their counter to what you just said is that's what I'm doing. I'm loving myself.
But you're
Inside, I
not.
am
You're
a
changing
woman.
yourself. You're altering how you were born. You were made. Your creator
You're
made
altering
you.
what God created you to
Now,
do.
guess
Period.
what? Instead of abortion problems, then we need to talk to these doctors and abort for people who's getting
I
these
agree with
cuts.
that.
It started with breast implants, implants, taking this. It used to be very, very, very rare when somebody can afford an operation. Now it seems like it's a turnaround situation
They
where
go to
somebody
Dr.
can get their
Miami.
extraction.
They
What you
go to
say?
Mexico.
Dr. Miami.
Yeah, they go to
Look
all of these,
here,
and although those type of things should be illegal, to
lips,
be honest,
all that.
because again, you're tearing somebody down and telling them you're not good enough. Change this.
Well, that person is
Yeah.
doing that. Some people can't
That's
accept
because
it.
that self-esteem, somebody in their circle has destroyed their self-esteem of who they are. So they no longer value who they are and want to
But
alter.
Joy, isn't that like any other group? Like they're okay. When I was growing up, I moved my mother. I'm from Los Angeles. My mother moved to Kansas City. So the
Mhm.
guys wore different than what I wore. I was wearing, Coca jeans and plaid stuff like that with Chuck Taylors. They was wearing some of the other stuff, right?
Right.
So sometimes I wasn't accepted in certain little circles. So I accept my own. But some people be like, well, I'm not accepted to them because here's somebody saying, well, you might be a little feminine, or you might be this and that. Because, okay, here is a swimmer. This guy's a swimmer, and he has this. Now he competed against the men.
Okay.
He competed against the men. He gets an operation. Big Hank's back here in the back again. This guy competing. We talking about these men, Big Hank, that's got these operations, and now they're competing against the women.
That's
That
wrong.
guy competed against men. He got an operation after doing the league was, to the next league, and now he was competing against the women. They wanted to call him the ultimate athlete, right? Now, the black dude who had did that operation went into that UFC, and this one they said something wrong. He went in there as a woman. Now you were the man. Only thing that was cut from you was your organs. And you go in there now saying, I'm a woman, and let me fight with you in there. And I keep saying, see, the look, people ain't understanding that the odds is off. The doctors can give you a subtraction, but he
It was a
cannot
fixed
give
fight.
you, and he has not been able to make no woman have a penis and balls. You know why I can tell you that? When what's the sports athlete that was on all the cereal boxes? Big Hank, what's his name?
Yeah. You got the
Joyner.
daughter, the
Joyner.
Kardashian, them daddy.
Joy,
Jenner.
Christy
Bruce Jenner.
Jenner.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Bruce
not
Kris
Jenner.
Jenner.
Yeah.
Jenner at first, but
Yeah,
now it's
Kris
changed.
Jenner.
Well, he didn't get it to become a woman to be gay. He had the operation because in his mind, he said that lesbians seem to have the most universal climax. So he
What?
stated,
What the hell you
no,
say?
I'm telling you this what
Where they do that at?
he thought that they had the most ultimate ones. So he asked the doctors to remove his genitals. So
Nigga,
he
you
can
said
be a
climax or climate?
so, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how.
Didn't you? That's what I was like.
I'm
What
just
the hell
saying
you
they
say?
saying the two women that when the lesbians get together, they have the biggest. What you
Oh
saying,
my
Yes.
Big Hank?
God.
What you call it, Big Hank?
You can't
You
take
said
away testosterone.
climax.
Oh, climate. Okay, I'm getting to a point. What happens
Jeez
when
Louise.
Bruce Jenner wanted to have the same feeling with the lesbian? Guess what? He noticed something. He didn't have no feelings,
And I wonder
right?
why.
So what happened is, after about 2 or 3 weeks, he like, hey, I don't got no feelings. While he was laying up with women, he wanted to feel the. So he asked him, could he get his penis and everything put back on?
It ain't no asking about it.
This is
Try
when the
before you
problem hit
die
the
type
road.
shit.
This where the
This is
where the rubber meet the
Yeah,
road.
this is when some theories that came out
What had
that
happened was
And then so
look, this is where
Yeah,
the theories came out that
we could put it back on. We could put it back on, but it ain't gonna be able to do what it
it
used to do.
and it may not even be yours. It may be somebody else.
they couldn't even do that. That
Well,
joke is dead.
it hang like that.
Hey,
They can
they
do
A
that.
told
2 for
him,
1 special.
we can't even charge one. It's sitting up there in your first box of Wheaties that was established at the Smithsonian Museum.
Oh my God.
It looks like a little grape thing standing. It's sent there on a case.
Yeah, that's it.
But he asked, could he get it back? You know what the doctors told him?
Nah, bruh.
That is the question that we're still trying to answer.
But the jury is still out.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on that. We'll get back to you on that
You
one.
know why? God gives you feelings. He said,
Yeah.
let's make man in our own image.
Hmm.
But man is trying to make man in his image. It ain't nothing but living day Dr. Frankenstein monsters.
Yeah.
They want to be like Mike. Oh my God.
See, look here. You get it extracted, but they
Now you want it
cannot
back.
give it back to you.
That's
I'm
why
gonna
you
tell you
should
another
just
test
love
that they've
yourself
done with some
anyway.
black guys who want to take this test. Some black guys has been doing what they call a successful rabbit test for the past 4 years. Guess what a rabbit test is?
Tell me what a rabbit test is, please.
Men are carrying the babies in their stomachs.
Man,
I
I'm finna get.
heard about that food.
Bro, this light-skinned brother, I thought he was going. I thought he was a singer or something, right? They had his picture up and stuff, right? Light-skinned dude, look all smooth, had a little beard that matched with his waves and everything. I said, oh man, but and all of a sudden they showed him full scale, and he.
Yeah, that's
Everything
the
is
thing
backwards.
apparently
Everything
those
is
are
backwards.
men who used to be women.
Oh, wait a minute. They make sure that it was specified he won't be having no natural birth. He would be having a typical
A
C-section.
C-section.
Oh,
How you gonna give him natural birth?
I just threw up, man. I just threw up in my whole face mouth. Jeez.
In your whole face mouth.
I'm being honest.
What's a face mouth?
Oh no, but that's what it felt like. My whole face just threw up in my mouth. Damn.
Here, I used to think homies got a pot belly from beer drinking, and all of a sudden you find that man is 6 months pregnant.
Just threw up,
Over
man.
there sick as hell.
I'm just curious. I was like, what's a face mouth?
Oh god.
If anybody can come up with some new damn words, it's him and Hank. Roy and Hank, Lord. They come up with
Lord have
Hey.
mercy. Wait, and I'm sitting here trying to analyze it. Like, is
Hey,
something I
hey.
missed it?
Like, where's it
Talking
gonna
about
come?
he don't drink beer.
Where was it gonna come out of if it was natural? Where would it come out of? Oh my
You have to
god, I
have a
just threw up
cesarean.
in my face mouth.
Hey.
Threw up right in my mouth
Hey.
and my face.
They gonna put his penis over there with Bruce Jenner.
Turn around, sir, and push. Turn around and push real hard.
That baby ain't gonna be long because he's trying to squeeze through there.
Almost, I just threw up again in my face mouth.
That baby's gonna be long trying to squeeze through all of that. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
it's
god.
crazy.
Your baby got to come out that shitty situation.
They gotta give him a C-section.
Not just shitty situation. Joy says coming out that shitty situation.
We going over to homie's house. We gonna sit up here, and he got a pot belly. But I'm like, I tell you, want beer, bro? He's like, oh man, I don't drink. I said, what you mean you don't drink, dog? You got a pot belly. Nah, bro, I'm 6 months pregnant. Oh, my bad. You shouldn't be drinking or smoking.
Close the bag up.
You should be less of a person.
You never thought you'd have a man taking prenatal vitamins.
When I seen them pictures, look, I've been wanting to show the video. I want to bring, but I was doing like Big Hank. I'm like, man, I ain't prepared to do this show. We tackle every subject.
I ain't ready for that one. I ain't ready for that one, man.
Look,
I wasn't ready for that one.
Man is so busy trying to outdo God and we're creating Frankenstein monsters right behind around our face. He's getting paid to do this test.
Hey man, they stole it. They stole the rainbow from the Bible. They stole the rainbow from God, man, and using it. You hear me? And using
Yeah.
it for that. They
Yep.
wrong, man. They gonna get it. They gonna get it. They gonna get it good.
See, the thing is, I don't mind about what you do in your personal life, but stop making a mockery out of the stuff that other people believe in, because now you're picking a fight. You know what I found was so hypocritical about the LB community is that when they have their parades and they've been pushing, they have their big weekend get downs and you know parades. We don't go and mess with them.
No.
We don't say nothing. Well, 3 years ago, this white guy was putting on a heterosexual parade. He put on a heterosexual parade, and 30-something gay people got arrested for coming out there causing problems to the heterosexual parade. Now, why would you attack us heterosexuals if you want to respect that we ain't attacking you? But now, see, the whole show is why are the industry trying to demasculinize black men? The BET Awards, I never watched that stuff again. That was the most, for real, it might as well have been a pride. It might have been a pride show. Lil Nas X got down, some other guys got down. All the guys was dressed as women and everything.
What?
The world of thug is gone. Croker Sacks and Chuck Taylor's, that's Vintage Snoop. For real.
I'm tell you, like it's not that I can't stand people, but whenever I see this dude, I don't know what his name is, but it's Billy something. He was on the BT
Oh
thing.
yeah, the little
I
black
can't.
guy.
Yeah, I don't dig dude at all, man. I don't dig
But
him
see,
at all.
the thing is that they're not looking at. They thinking that you and I are talking as like we're too masculine and on the don't. No, I got kids,
Man.
and as everybody knows, when you see rap shows and stuff, they was influenced by the rappers. You want to be a rapper because you were influenced by another rapper. But now all of a sudden, we're influenced by what? And then we're scared. Some of us people don't want to speak up on it. I was loving Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb come raw in the paint. You and I, we PG.
Yeah, Corey Holcomb don't play at all.
Man, he comes at him hard,
Yeah.
but he be telling the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, don't cry when we call it out. See, a lot of people don't want to say nothing because they try to villainize us because you're speaking out. I have never spoke against someone in their household. I speak out when you're trying to teach my kids something that is for me. You're going out of bounds with it now.
Right.
Because we're supposed to be teaching our kids just to accept people. It shouldn't. All this other stuff about sexuality is irrelevant.
Exactly. Teach them social studies and arithmetics and stuff like that. When it comes to socialness, you leave that to the parents.
Exactly. Teach them how to balance the checkbooks and stuff like that.
Exactly.
They need,
That's what we need to do. But don't bring up with the stuff like, hey, and this is what our society is going into. Whenever your screen goes black, I take them down. This is where our society is going to, and we scared, not us. But some society is scared. They were scared. Oh, I just want to tell everybody. I'm glad I brought this up. Me and Big Hank shot a show in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
And in Memphis, Tennessee, when we shot the show, it was still on the basis, COVID is leaving out and all that, right? Quarantining and all that. So me and Big Hank and everything. So the few people that was there, it wasn't packed with a lot of people. Now, we actually want to do it like it's a sitcom. We said we didn't steal no laughters or anything from anybody else. And we took our own videos and put them, the laugh tracks, just enhanced the laughter that was already going.
Mm-hmm.
I get a hater, bro, that goes on YouTube. You're like, why did I hear 100 people only see 4? you know,
Mm-hmm.
like that. Can't say nothing about the materials. I asked him, you know, and so I went on this. I want to do site. Somebody made a dummy site just to,
Oh, just to hate on you.
yeah. And so
Wow.
I didn't think
Hey,
about it. I'm
that's
like,
power
oh,
right there.
wait a minute. This is the uncanny part. I didn't even think about it. I'm thinking of somebody off scale, off the wall, somebody, you know.
Yeah.
And somebody, one of the family members said, man, that's somebody you probably know, and they hating on y'all.
Wow. So what you do, man? I know you
I
investigate.
gave him a love heart. I gave him a love heart and
Okay.
told him, like, you know, I'm one of the ones I come to the call. You feel me? You
Yeah.
know, you can set up a show because I don't have no problem putting my words to actions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just did. We don't even promote that. It was something we did, but I started looking at stuff. It could be one of the best partners or something. They made a complete dummy. They made a complete one just to make that comment. They never had no
Wow.
other no
Wow.
other comments, nothing. And they wasn't
Wow.
mad about the show. They laughed about who was there. Like, wow, we must be saying something right. We're doing something right.
Yeah.
We want the gay community, and I don't like saying. I say Americans. If you're gay, that's your business. We're not knocking you. But you're making it kind of hard for us to, every time we let you have your way, it seems like you're taking more and more.
Gave him an
Give them
inch,
an
took
inch,
him
you
out.
want a foot. Give them a foot, you want the whole yard now. How many? What?
They
And
skipped all that.
so
Gave him an inch. They want the mile.
don't teach my kids. If they feeling that way, I ask my children, they like, no.
Don't teach my kids, but we got to teach our kids. If we don't teach our kids,
What you said.
That's
But
right.
some people
somebody else
teaching
gonna
their
do it. So
kids to
you
get
can't be
that
mad
money
at them
by
what
any,
they do. But other people,
yeah.
other people don't teach their kids. They let the schools do whatever they want with their kids. And then when there's a problem happen, then you want to blame the people
I
Right.
that
don't
you
think it's
allowed to
So
well,
speak
this is a
life into
call
their.
out. This is a
I
shout
Yeah,
probably
out to
don't
all the
think it's just the
parents
school. We're saying
yeah.
the school,
teach
that's
y'all
just the
kids
main
before you send them to
source.
school. We
But
are
I think
calling
it's
out.
some of these family members, all this molestation going on.
But again, we got to change
You,
that part
you
because
got
with all
church
these
people, they down
molestations
there
going on,
fighting it.
we gotta teach our kids it's okay for them to come and tell us anything, no matter
To
how
be
uncomfortable
open,
it's gonna
to
make us.
be
They
open.
doing
Be
it at the
open
church.
communicators, and that's the
Yeah.
part
Hmm.
we don't do. So they fearful, and then they allow these, like you said, the schools teaching these kids. So we are
Yeah.
calling y'all out and saying, parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, we need y'all. We all need to do this together. Take a village. It's always took a village. We can't just send them to school and expect the school to do everything. We have to do it.
But it wasn't no village. We want to believe that, Joy, because the
It used to
village
be a
was
village
babysitters that was sitting up here, less than me.
before babysitters, because at first it was family, and family was the one that was
They
messing
were the
you up.
worst. You
But you
better
had
ask
your
Christina
neighbors,
about her family members.
huh?
You better ask Christina about some of her family
Oh,
members.
listen, it was my family members who did it to me, so I get it. But it
Yeah.
still was a village because you had your neighbors and you had other people watching out for you. You know what I
And
mean?
I think that's what it is. It's the people who's like-minded as you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know. And I think this is a good subject. I would like to bring this back up on Thursday.
I'm with it because it's definitely important, and I think it's important that we start holding people accountable. Because it's everything starts at home. Ain't nothing that no teacher and no government and nobody else can say if we already taught our child what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just important that we make it be known that y'all open your eyes. Don't have your eyes wide shut. Open your eyes and understand what's important and how we are our kids' first teacher.
Hey, and you know what? That's why I would tell anybody this evening. I'm gonna get these credits out this evening. Come back on the Woe Entertainment. Richie and Commander, they dissect this. They was the ones that brought it up about there was the 10-year-old girl supposed to win and got an abortion, talking about she was got raped, and they tried to charge the dude, and the lady said the kid's mama said he didn't do that. That's a lie. They be having some factual stuff on their show, on the Richie King's and them show. There's
Yeah.
some factual, deep stuff on there. And then I tell anybody Wednesday nights, the BB Nation, Thursday night, Friday nights is BB Nation. They have the music podcast. This past Monday, and we're trying to get this stuff. Still working on it, Big Hank, because on Monday nights we still been jamming. We're doing the memorial songs now of all past artists, and it just start flinging stuff. You know, artists that have died and they left influence on us still. We was on that. We're gonna pick this subject up again Thursday, bro. You know, I see you with your grandson. You're gonna keep him protected over the stuff that we went through. That's how I've been with my kids. But sometimes it's these schools, and sometimes these people, it's people who we trust. Our kids see us trusting, and them same people we trusting manipulate our kids as well.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes,
and
sir.
we have to watch on them because I used to tell homies.
That's why we got double check.
Yeah,
Gotta
I used
double
to tell, yeah, they pick up my daughter and sit on the lap. I said, nah, bro, don't do that.
No.
I don't want to get you sit on no dude's lap. Oh man, about my little niece, bro. I'm asking, you know, shake her hand or give her a hug and let her walk on about her way.
Right.
Ain't bouncing on the lap. That's not about to be a trend, but you know,
It's real spirit.
yeah. Hey, bro, much love to you, man. I'm glad I know what you're going through. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
stuff, man. And you know, Big Hank, you need to talk to. You know all that go. But Big Hank is a pillar. Sometimes you gotta let people just have their own way of
Had
doing
a
things.
moment. So just know,
Yeah.
Big Hank, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you my energy. I'm sending you my everything to hold you up, baby. You ain't in it by
Thank you.
yourself.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Joy. I love you, sweetheart. Appreciate you, baby.
Love you too, honey.
And man, you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
wonders for the church. When you got people bringing their tithes to the church, you doing wonderful things. You feel me? God
Yes, sir,
knows,
man.
and he gives him his day to have a personal thing to his grief and stuff. You take your time, but he's been doing wonders and stuff.
Thank you,
And
man.
for real, we
Thanks,
got more
bro.
coming there. So man,
Thanks,
I ain't
bro.
gonna keep y'all up, man. We'll see y'all Thursday, bro.
Love y'all,
Love
man.
you, Lord.
Y'all
Love
Thursday.
you.
All right, love y'all. Have a good one.
All right, do same, man. God
I'm gonna
bless.
get at you later on some other stuff.
Every Tuesday and every third.
Okay, okay, no, I got you. I heard you, Joy.
I bet.
Okay, for sure.
Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody
Anthony
out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Roy Anthony Show.